Hi, Pagans, witches, and animal lovers. Today I'm going to uh, show you a haul um, of the things that I've been getting for the past I'd say since like February. It's a lot. I'm gonna try and go in order of when I got them, but it's a lot. Okay, now the jets have flown by. Um, so this is Valentine's Day. I got a few others, but um, can't quite remember where they are. So I got this little Poseidon statue. Um, I swear, the first time I got him, I accidentally rolled over on him on my bed. Wait, no, my dog, because it rolled to me. Um, I think our dog chipped off some of his fingers here and a part of the wave right here, as you can tell by the white. I found it, I glued it, and I tried to glue. I got two of his fingers back on, but I lost the other bottom two. But somehow the super glue did not stick to this. I did, I believe, we just recently got some rooms cleaned in our house, and mine was one of them. And I did find this in the trash, so that's probably where it got broke, which I'm totally pissed off about. And my dad got me this as a gift, a little crystal owl, which I love. I immediately thought of Athena. I don't work with her, but I I would honor her and stuff with this owl and whatnot. I love it. He's adorable. And then I guess my that was from the astrology store in downtown Glendale. Um, the majority of this is Fantasia crystals in Phoenix. So my somewhat next trip was Fantasia, like I said, and I got this bottle from there. It's roughly about 6 inches tall. And I was thinking of, I don't like the lid because it's so unstable. I was thinking of using this for a spell, but I kind of changed my mind. Um, and I got these crystals here. This one's serpentine. Um, this one's lava rock, and these are apatite crystals. And then I got Greek mythology reading cards. One of my goals is to own almost all Greek mythology based tarot and oracle decks. Um, this one's okay. I've only read it a few times. The messages are, they could be better. um, and then I got the four elements of the wise, working with the magical powers of earth, air, water, and fire. I've read roughly 2 chapters of this. It's not too bad yet. I just need to continue to read it. And then this next couple of items I ordered on Amazon. I decided to get this crystal snake. I wanted to do it for a spell, but I'm gonna change up that spell with this. And then I got a snake ring. I don't know which ring to finger to put it on. I wanted, of course, spell. I haven't done it yet, but soon. And then me and my woo, I almost lost something. And then me and my dad went up to historical downtown Wickenburg, which is that way, like northwest. And I went there, and I found some things. The first couple things were from a antique store. And I got this cute little wooden quail. And some of these items in this haul are more geared towards native animals and stuff because I want to work with those energies because they're kind of rare in the U.S. because they're like only located here in Arizona or like other desert states like Texas and New Mexico and California and stuff. But this next item isn't. Sorry. Arizona native animals, but I found this Greek patterned kind of like poster thing. It's decoration, and it's actually made in Greece, which is pretty cool. I actually have a small collection of things made in Greece, and I'll probably make a video on that. And then in the same town, I went to a Native American store, and it was interesting. And one of the things I got was cactus candy. It's cactus made from prickly pear cactus, and I've had it before, and I've been craving it for a couple years now. And I finally got some. It was so delicious. It's a nice square gummy, roughly about that big. But other than that, I got this frog, and I've been wanting one for years. It's cool. It's a music instrument, and you go along the spines of the back, and it's supposed to sound like a frog. And a part of me wants to name him Zuko because one of his sides of his face is burnt. But that was really amazing. I was so shocked. And they had different sizes, like 4 different sizes, and the biggest one was like this big. It was cool. And at that same place, I found this metal quail. And I love quail. We see them every day. My mom especially loves quail. So I'm thinking of enchanting this. Don't know quite what, like with the energies of a quail or in honor of the desert. I don't know. And then, surprisingly, I found these little trinkets. Oh no. Okay. Sorry. These little doohickeys. So you know those stones that are for vases for decoration stuff? Well, they had those, but with little tiny metal figures on them. And I found a roadrunner, which is awesome because, you know, they live here and stuff, and I see them almost once a year. Sometimes like 3, and I just love them. they're just so magical to me. Um, so yeah. And then, surprisingly, I forgot that this animal even, like, not necessarily existed, but, you know. But it's a horny toad. It's a lizard, but we call them horny toads. It's pretty flat, though, but it's pretty cool. And I really want to get to know my local fauna and flora, too. Where's that at? Oh, well. There it is. I just need to put them away because I'm on the deck, and these things are small and they can slip through the holes of the deck. Yeah, these were like $1.25, so that's pretty good. This was like $8, and then I went to Fantasia Crystals again, and I bought this Poseidon necklace, and I actually have the exact same one from I think I bought it last year. Yeah, last year. But this time I got this for my trident, which I would like to create a video on. It's cool. But I want this to be hung up on my trident. And then I got this cool Thunderbird necklace. I thought I heard a raven or a crow. And then this is the cool part. I got a metal Thunderbird. Let me just, there we go. A metal Thunderbird. There you go. And he only cost $7. It was pretty cool. I love him. This cool lizard. I love lizards. They make me smile. So I always liked Thunderbirds ever since I was little. It's only because I really love storms and stuff, and a part of my practice is storm magic. So, and then we went to the astrology store, and I believe the same day as that trip to Fantasia Crystals, and I was going to get 5 different instances, but my dad said, if you want me to pay for them, you'll only get 3. I have 2 right here. I forgot where I placed the other one. The other one is strawberry incense, and it smells delicious. But these ones right here is the sun. And I really got this for Apollo and, solar work, which, isn't surprising. And then, surprisingly, I got vanilla orange. It smells delicious. The first time I burnt this, it was too strong. Like, when it first started out, it was way too strong, but then it died down to where I can actually enjoy the scent because it started to make me cough and gag. And then, like a week and a half later. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to remember the order. So, and then I bought a book online. And it's Changeling, A Book of Qualities by Aiden Walker. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I used to be able to pronounce his name, but I forgot. And it's a pretty thick book. It's like one of his larger books. It's only his 3rd book. The story is that this sucks because the day I got this in the mail was the day I got food poisoning. And I believe I'm over that now, or at least the majority of it. But the day I got this in the mail with the food poisoning, just holding it and trying to read it was causing me pain because one of the symptoms of food poisoning is weakness. So that sucked. I didn't read it for like a week, a week. But I've been reading it here and there. It's honestly I should have been done with the book or almost done with the book because the chapters in here are really like some of them I would say the less than 5 pages, and there's let's see, there's 55 qualities in here in a praxis, and then some other things. So I should have been done by now, but you know I have to take it easy on myself because everything's perfect, and been dealing with my dad and wanting to go out and stuff. So yeah, and then we went back to Fantasia Crystals last week. Yeah, last week or Sunday of the week prior. And the only reason why I got the majority of these things is because my dad and I have been going to the casino, and every time I've won roughly $100 to 115, 117. So I saved up and then spent roughly half of it. So this is my new stuff, and I was going there for one specific thing. Well, two actually. But then I decided to get some other things. Of course, you know, shopaholic. But the two specific things were this tarot deck, Mystical Medleys, a vintage cartoon tarot. I love it. I love the look, and I love the detail that they have because it's a magnet, right? But then you open it, and it's the devil card on the bottom, and it opens up like this, and then it has a book, and then the cards. It comes with 2 extra cards. I'm thinking of doing a walkthrough of this. I really enjoy the 1930 rubber hose animation. That's what it's called. And so the second thing I went in there for was myrrh incense, but I decided to get this instead because for some reason, all of a sudden now, when I burn incense, I start to cough and gag and stuff. But not every time though, so it's kind of weird. So I decided, even though this is $4, and I got these for $1, but these come with 50, and this comes with like 10, and they're roughly half of the length. Yeah, roughly, maybe a little shorter than half. So they burn faster, which means I don't have to deal with the congestion and whatever that causes it. And it comes with a little stand too, which is just this little tile thing, which is already burnt. But anyways, and I got this because I found my games at the casino. They're Greek mythology based, and the one that I mostly play at our local casino, because they have 2, Zeus and Kronos. I played Kronos before, but didn't quite pay out as much, I believe. But Zeus, I go to his game all the time because, like, you know, he's the head honcho of the Greek pantheon. So I just feel more drawn, not connected, but drawn to playing his game more. And I said, I will buy you new myrrh incense because I have myrrh incense, but it's 2.5 to 3 years old. And I don't know how good it is. So I'm like, okay, if you help me win big, or like win over $100, then I'll get you new instance. And I did win over $100. I forget what the amount, but so I got this for him. And then, well, I went in there to get 3 things. A pendulum. I have a few of them, but my main one is my clear quartz crystal one. Don't know what happened to it, and I love that one. It just vibed with me, but I decided to get 2 of them. And I got this brass one, which is pretty cool. And it's pretty long, but this little orb thing is kind of cool. Makes it even prettier and fancier. But I decided to use this, or put this in my little backpack that I just got. Like just in case on the go, you know? And then, this is pretty beautiful and awesome. I got this jasper pendulum. I don't know what sort of jasper, but I'm going to save the beauty for last. It comes with this holder, like, you know, to hold it with. It's this somewhat clear red leaf, and it's on a nice short chain. So I don't have to clump it up in my hands like I do with the other one. I just have to like do this. And then the beauty of it is this beautiful jasper. There it is. There's like no way I was gonna walk out of there not getting this. And I actually had 3 pendulums in my hand. But I'm like, I'm not gonna spend this much. So what I did was I kind of maneuvered with my hands, like I had one in my hand and I'm like going towards the display case to see if I should put it back or bring it towards me to see if I should keep it. And those 2 pendulums I just showed you wanted me to buy. But the other one is if I go back next time and it's there, I will get it because it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous themed pendulum. It's a snowflake obsidian pendulum on a silver chain, and then the thing that holds it is a pendant that's black with a gray scale owl. Oh my god, it is awesome. It fits perfectly with that obsidian, snowflake obsidian, because the owl was white and gray and black. Ugh. Next time. And then while I was in the room with tarot and oracle decks and books, so in the middle of the room there, they have I don't know, it's bigger. This pedestal, or this small bookshelf, kind of square, that has some other extra decks and book shadows and other things. And the lower ones, I'm like, I didn't really want to look down there, kind of lazy. But I'm like, you know what, just do it. A good thing I did, because I found this. The Tarot of the Unknown. It's based off of the mini-series Over the Garden Wall, which I love. And it's the mini deck, pocket deck, it says. But, yeah, pocket. They originally came out with a regular-sized tarot deck. Completely sold out. And I've been wanting it since, but now I got it in a smaller form. And the cool thing is, I'm going to do a deck walkthrough of this most likely. It's gold gilded too. And I love the artwork. Greg is so adorable. So that was an awesome find. This is going to go in my mini backpack as well, just in case. And then the last thing for this is I've been eyeballing these pendants that they have for $3 in this little basket, and it was of the Green Man. So yeah, I've been really wanting to like get acquainted with, I guess, that like archetype and deity of the Green Man, because I love how he is of the earth and vegetation, and he's a man too, because like it's kind of rare to see a deity or an archetype that's earth, that's male. Did I say that already? Yeah. But it's kind of rare to see a deity of earth that's a male, so I thought it was awesome. And the next time I go there, they have this really cool and beautiful sun catcher that's about this big, and it's the Green Man. He looks so cool. So that's on my wish list. And then the latest thing is that this isn't quite it. Like I got this like a week and a half ago. It's this really cool journal. It's flexible. And I love the colors. It's really masculine and earthy. And I got this because in my live from a few nights ago, I showed you wait, no, I didn't. I got King, Warrior, Magician, Lover, the masculine archetypes. I forget who it's by. It's a book about masculine archetypes. And then the Hero Within, 6 archetypes. And then by the same author, Awakening the Heroes Within. And it's the same 6 archetypes, but then she created more archetypes, so 6 more, so 12 archetypes. And it's a thicker book too. It's about the size of this combined, and I've been interested in reading those for like 3 or 4 years, and I finally got them. And I got this because of those books, because I want to write down, and because writing down helps you remember more, and I don't have the best memory. And I thought it was perfect. Manly looking, nice green and gold, and the bookmark is a nice mustardy color. And then the inside right here is like a tannishy color, and then the lines are kind of similar to the outside of here, so tannishy brown. So I just thought it was perfect for the archetypes. I'm not this is for the archetypes, but I'm getting a similar one like this today in the mail, because I was debating, because I really love the feel of this and the look and the flexibility and the size of it, and like the aesthetics, like I was saying. I really wanted to turn this one into a grimoire, which I don't really need another grimoire because I have like 4 other ones that I haven't written in yet. but but it's coming today. And that one's going to be my grimoire, and this one's going to be dedicated to learning and remembering. And did I say learning already? Learning, remembering, comprehending. Yeah, comprehending. You need that one. And knowing how to apply it. All those archetypes in my life. Because like 2 years ago, I was on Pinterest, and there's some posts about the masculine archetypes, the four: the king, magician, king, warrior, magician, lover. Um, and surprisingly, I did better with my life because I knew what symptom or whatever was due to that negative trait of that archetype. So I could see other people's archetype being so negative and my own, and I completely forgot about that. But now with this, actually having the actual material, source material, and a book to write it in and help me remember, I can even take this if I want to, just to flip through and remember, So, and I put this King of Swords card in it because I have a Rider-Waite Smith or Rider-Waite deck. Cards are all over the house. And I just happened upon it, and I'm like, you know what, it's going in here because the king is an archetype. And this is a part of the king archetype, I would say, because he's the heir, the swords, the intellect, memory, and stuff like that. So I thought it'd be great. So that gave me an idea for this. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And see you next time.